Happy pre-AWP. Enjoy the peace while you can. Thank you to Avenue 50 and Jessica and Friday and Phil and Marcia. So I am reading from Askew, issue 16. Tambourine. 1. I'm a slaver washed up on spring, my name lost to history. I am joined to the tears of the crossing, a dwelling house joined to the cane. I oscillate windward, then leeward, ever pulled down and down. 2. Because memory lives beyond death, and I saw one of my grandmothers only once. Because my bones were carved from theirs, from myth, frangipani, and stories half told. Because my name was never only my own, and I am that flying fish, that ghost. 3. You think you know me. Thank you. And that poem, I couldn't necessarily tell, but reflects my parents' Caribbean heritage. They come from a group of islands called the Lesser Antilles, and this poem is a little bit about that, a lot about that. It's called Antilles Lesser. When you're a girl and your daddy tells you he was born in the Lesser Antilles, you don't ask questions. Truth is, you don't really know what Antilles are. Barely know lesser, although you do know about comparisons. You have book smarts, have read the oeuvre of Dumas Père and Dumas Fils, read about Alexander the Great, which suggests there must have been an Alexander the Less, but you've never read anything about him and can just imagine how embarrassed his kinfolk must be. Anyway, when Daddy tells you about these Lesser Antilles, these small islands, you worry they're just magic dust. And they are, because when you go to look on a map circa 1957, those islands aren't even there, which is humiliating, because then you go to school where some little white girls are boasting of County Cork or about a Seder their forefathers prepared in what's now called Prague, easy to find on McNally's. And all you can say is, my people were born in the West Indies, Antilles, trying much too hard to sound exotic. But Mrs. Lortimore's exacting, wants to know where in the Antilles, while she goes on to tell the class how Cristobal Colon, aka Columbus, landed there when he wasn't looking for America. Specifically, that he landed in the Bahamas, and then she turns to you, asks, "Are you saying your people come from the Bahamas?" And you pucker your forehead the way you do when you want others to think you need time to remember, but you're already remembering your daddy looking glassy-eyed when he sermonized about the Antilles, about plantain and rum. But just now, Mrs. Lortimore's still waiting, saying, show us on the map." And now you can barely stand, and when you do, you walk very slowly to the map, point to the place you already know isn't there, and pray. And glory, hallelujah, prayers get answered, the school bell rings, and it's the last day before Christmas vacation, and you're sure everyone, even Mrs. Lortimore, will forget the question by the time you all return, January next, and all of them do. But I didn't forget. Although it was years before I saw Daddy's St. Vincent, his lesser island, on a map, and by then, Daddy didn't talk about sweet fruit anymore. It's left to me to find anyone to tell. Thank you.